Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are on another assignment this morning. 2-car driveway cleaning sidewalk. We have some vinyl fencing and a aluminum on the back of a lanai that we're going to clean. It has a little green on it. Let me show you what we're working with. So we're going to do the street gutters. This driveway here, you can see some of the buildup up front. Sidewalk stopping right there. And then going right there to where the arrow is on the sidewalk here. Where that arrow is where his property stops and that property begins. We might even just surface clean that right fast too. Okay, I want to show you a little area up here in the front. When I came out to bid this job, they had put some bleach down. They said it did lighten up this area somewhat, but it was already some bleach put there. I'm going to clean this walkway and we will rinse off those pavers in front of the door. Okay, on around to the side here. This is hardy board, I believe. You see we have some greening down there, so we're going to clean that up. I'm going to hit this fence. See, we have green algae up in there and it's starting to get a little shadowed. Back side of the fence, you can see the algae. That's the algae on the wall. This right here, we want to take care of the green, and we'll see what that is. These have a little green in there. Not doing inside that. We're gonna go ahead and coat this fence. As you can see, it's not bad. He had this tree right here lifted, which was causing the algae down here. We're gonna go ahead and coat this fence. Get that little green there and going across. Then we're gonna do that. You can see right here with that crepe myrtle has algae in that corner. This side is not as bad, but we'll just give it a little touch, right? So we are starting in the back first. I went ahead and made that executive decision. So let's get the hose back here. Okay, now that we have the hose back here, go ahead and treat that. Get that green going. We're gonna coat this gate up. Okay, so we know we got that. Let's go ahead and get this whole little peak. The whole little thing is green. So we'll stop on the fence for now. Get out the fence for now. Let's do this side. Do this whole thing. already have that right there in excellent shape with dwell time. There we are. To be as efficiently as possible. Okay. Being as efficient and as effective as possible. Okay, and this is where we stopped at earlier. We already have transition over there. See how far we can go down the side here. We might be able to get the whole inside done without a relocation of the hose. That would be nice. I don't know, it looks long down there. Let's go. It ain't too much. This will get close to no cigar. We'll be close though. Look at that. I mean, I can reach, I can get them inside. Right there. That bottom, might have to have a pump spray for that bottom. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill Kim. Get that Kim dead. Clear our line out with some other areas. It ain't too much. Clean that window right there. See if we can just right up and outside. With the insane rinsing power of this Mo Flo. and a little bleed right there. Start on the fence from where we started. And also the hardy board should be transformed by now, and it is. And then you're gonna have a couple of loose paint. Go ahead and do this here. I'll wait to this point. There's enough holes here. Not be dragging on nothing. We got our transition on our gate. Really nice here. This is good. That was above. Now we're gonna go out of the gate and rest this hardy board. Those high peaks are no problem for the soft washing guys. You get up there easy. That's downstreaming or gas powered. Yeah, that's only 2 stories right there. Easy rinse. Rinse that wall from any slide down. Outside of the gate here. Make it great. And we go back inside. The little piece of that. Get that. The gate is looking good already. Wasn't that bad. Just needed to spruce up. Needed a little spruce. Now the other gate that we're going to do at the second stop, it will require a pump sprayer. I may have to pull pressure. They got hard water staining on this gate. Yeah, irrigation stains. The yellowing, that's the irrigation stains. We call it rust staining. Irrigation, whatever you'd like to name it. That's what it is. Okay. The rest of this gate rinsed up, so we get to the front 3 feet to driveway sidewalk and get that under control. Come on with it. It ain't too much for me to jam. Remember this? Right up in here by the crepe myrtle, we had heavy build up. pull my hose a little bit here, get it situated. There we are. To the bottom over here on this side is where they're using more of the stuff to keep the grass low right there, like pesticide and all kind of different stuff. So you're gonna have more of your staining, more staining to the bottom over here because of those reasons. When I pull around to do when I go around to do the driveway with my treatment, I'll catch that inside, that outside of that gate, and look in the inside also. See what we're looking like. So we got a little piece of debris over here to the bottom. Get that gone. Oh, that's a hole. That's a hole. It's not debris, it's a hole. Okay. Yeah. Do. Now we are back, live in effect, front here. Get enough hose pulled down and close that gate so that the wind doesn't grab it. You know, if the wind grab it, it's going to make a violent slam. Pest control, again, that yellowing to the bottom, that's the chem they use, along with some hard water staining, rust staining. Does that thing have a cap on it? Let's see if we knock the cap off. Nope, it did not. Okay. There we are. This side should be looking good, as it is. As you can see, that's looking good. Let me clean the camera lens. I believe I'm cleaning the camera lens. Now, see, all this is looking good. Boom, boom. Get to the remote. One thing they have, excellent water pressure here. Excellent water pressure. Okay. Now remember, let's get some Kim first. We're gonna go ahead and just wet this until Kim come out. Which, since I was rinsing, probably about 35-40 seconds away from Kim. There's Kim right there. Let's put a little bit on this here. We're just getting the line primed basically, so that when we go in here, Again, the yellowing, that's from irrigation. Okay, pull us a little slack on the line. So we can check inside of this gate. Let's see if that was in. Yeah, opens in. Okay, yeah, that came out good. I was just wondering. Okay, that came out good. This is where my handprint was. Let that hang out and marinate. Let's go ahead. Get the driveway coated, or walkway first. Nice good coat. That's where we had a lot of the buildup up here, right in front of the garage door, where to get more shaded at. Because in the shade, this stuff can grow faster. It can grow in the sun too, but just faster in shade. Now this is the part I said they had put bleach on before. This part here. Okay, so now we're going to clear out the line. Cam is off. Take a 45-50 seconds to clear it out. We'll just clear that out right here, and we'll go ahead and hit that fence. We'll get this cleared out. I like to run it now a couple of minutes. Just getting all that stuff out of the line. It's just on the clear out. And when I say clear out, I just mean cleaning out my chem line, getting it back to fresh water, running fresh water through the heads on the pump. So now we can also take this opportunity to rinse the gate. Okay. Hit those windows over there. Those back there. Okay, we'll close this back up. Now we can cut this system off. Pull high pressure line with our driveway street gutters, sidewalk. Mo Flo clutch system, the little button with the switch underneath. Cut that off, and then I killed the motor after I killed the clutch first. It's a good way of doing it so that you don't leave the clutch going in the on position. It will draw energy, meaning it can drain the battery. So you like to remember to cut it off. Alright, they're just winding up holes. We will continue in a minute. Now work our way bottom to the top. We'll get these sidewalk done. First half of the driveway done. Sidewalk done. Street gutters done. Second half of the driveway. Okay, so I got that done. I can kill the water. Get up and get the rest. We're gonna cut this water off. We already got a tank nice and full. The next stop is about 3.5, 4 miles away from here. That's perfect. We'll have good water when we get there. Plus, hopefully, have good water flow. Pretty much doing the same thing except for there, above the front door and the walkway. A lot of gobblers, mud gobblers, spiderwebs. We gotta attack that. It's not gonna fit, but of course the fit is has more fuel up on it. So that's next on the agenda. I might have cut my second water shut down. Right up on the other right there. The floor goes, you can't get all of it. Got the brake bar cut down to low, over that. Get the turbo nozzle, and get out a holler. Up a little bit. We had it throttled down because we were using a small surface cleaner, and I don't have any weights on it. Well, I'll have it tipped anyway, so that pressure washes off. I get it to go off the ground. We'll do a turbo buggy. You want to both? Give it a little. The grass in the crack, I said they wanted to hang out with us. That right there, my friend. Now put a 1 down on it. Put a poster. Action. Here. Just practice. There we go. I'm gonna post it up. Hold the that is. Alright, post up. And the garage meter. If you don't get debris all over it, what you don't know about, we're gonna hit it. But I do. I learned to do it. So I have debris somewhere you don't want it. Make your whole job look bad. Okay. That's it, brother. I do post it off camera. Okay, guys, we're finished. Driveway is wet, but beautiful. Street gutters. Stop right there on the sidewalk. And the rain is threatening. The rain is threatening rain. Remember up here by the front, we had a lot of discoloration and stuff, but we got all that cleaned off. It's gonna dry up nice. Our hardy board up there. It's nice and clean. Uniform. Fence, clean. We then threw in a little rust cleaning. That's clean outside of the lid. Look up. Remember how that was green? It's still wet, but it's clean. Same with the fence here. Remember on the other side of the tree was some crepe myrtle tree. Had some build up. All is gone. All is good. Down that way wasn't as bad, but we treated it as well. Back gutter line. It was all water stain here. I just applied a little treatment to help with that until they can get it painted. All that is clean. Inside of the gate, of course, clean along with the outside. Close this up. The next spot, like 3.5 miles away from here, we're gonna try to get there and get at least some treatment on that driveway and the fence before our first shower pass through. See when we get there. Okay guys, we're at the second stop, which was 3 miles away from the first one. We have a driveway here. We'll build up on it. Soft washing that, no high pressures, new slabs. There's new slabs going that way, so just a chemical treatment and a rinse down. We have our driveway, walkway heavy build up. We got the machine set to a little bit better than 1.5% for the mix. We have taped up the cam right there, taped up the keyhole. We are documenting that that is broke. That is broke. Okay, we got mud daubers up there. We're gonna get down as many of those as we can. We have webs up here, the front. We'll have to wet this door up good, and then we'll apply. So that's this part. Then we're gonna go in the gate. We're gonna clean the gate outside to right there, to that corner. You see in the corner post. Nothing's in the backyard loose because we can see from the digging. It's a big one back here. Now this gate is sitting. This is the inside on this side. So you can see our buildup. And right here is where it's heavy at. Pump sprayer. I'm going to treat it first, but pump sprayer will be the key with this one. And we'll go down to the end to where the vinyl is, getting it there, not the wood, not the wood. Over here on this side is where it this is when you got the heavy algae and you're not going to sling down a 5 or 6 out of your machine. At least I'm not, even though there's no grass up in here to worry about. But anyway, we're going to pump spray this hot mix right here. I'm going 7 to 8%. I'm not going to play with this stuff because it's tough. It's tough. So we're going to heat that up with that lava. This right here won't be as bad, but we'll have the pump sprayer on hand just in case it want to act up. Got the act right juice for it if it do. Let's go under this one. Complimentary. See that wall and it's dirty? That's hardy board. That and that window ledge, they're gonna throw that in on the house. Just want to get that right there. You can see down to the bottoms when it looks orange. Yeah, 5-6%, maybe better. Same thing right here on the ledge. You see that ledge right there? That's 5 to 6% with some good dwell time. And she'll act right because she's hard-headed right now. Stay tuned. Now we're gonna treat up this walkway. And we're gonna set the flowers up off ground, out of the way. And we're going to straight away from the door. A little double coat. It's kind of dirty up in here. Nothing wrong with a double bubble. So I'm going to do a little something complimentary here. See if I got enough holes to get here. So what we're going to do is this fence here, brown part. I'll give it a good dwell time. Some of that right there gonna have to be is lichen. So probably pump spray it. If this doesn't break it down, this may. This is more like a 2%. Get that outside. If you know to the bottom, we're gonna have some more force. Get that right there. The whole window on the shady side. Now we're gonna go ahead and get that. Might as well, that window there. Now we got some algae up there on that. On this window here, I don't know if that'll come off. That's some good stuff right there. Anyway, I'm gonna give them that little appreciation, customer appreciation right here. Okay, we'll let that work. We'll let that cook. Now, while that's cooking, let's get this outside of the fence on the other side. Hello. And we're gonna see if this mix. Okay. I don't know how much hose I got there. pull it through. If I have enough, I mean. I'm gonna hit this from this end. These freezers are closed. Get the angles. La-da-ba, la-da-ba. Nice little amount of build up in here because it's shaded. I still have to tell you how to do that, but the only way to get that treatment on there. So while the driveway sidewalk getting a little dwell time, you want to come in here and get this stuff started. And we'll touch to the bottom of that hood. Should be able to break free. Right here probably will require the attention of the pump sprayer. We're gonna give it a shot with that first, just to see what you can do with it with some hangout time. You got some lichen forming right there, lichen, whoever. Yeah. Okay, nice coat, and it is starting to do a little something. Get the other side of it. Okay, caught on the root back there. Go back here. Let's see here. Cut the remote off of the can. Gotta crank it back up. Yeah. 1, 2 push. 2-push system for me. Now we can empty this line, go back and wash that other side of the house down. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get from that good hit. So the concrete dwelling good. Really what I'm gonna do is just add another 50 foot with high pressure. So, oh yeah, that fence can clear it up. I can rinse this side. And once I rinse this side, I'm gonna be able to put this treatment on it from here. Yeah, that fence right there looking better. May have to be pumped in a couple areas. Pump sprayed. So far so good. Softening that stuff up. This side transitioned on that window ledge up there. Didn't get that. But this gate, hit it with that midge there. She's looking good. That ledge right there, I put a little bit more on that. Pump spray that. Oh wait, oh wait. Okay, but we're gonna be great after all. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Start our rinsing on this here. A lot of slap. Screens are gone. We are all the way down to rinse water now. Good shape. Ball is absolutely fabulous. I'm gonna go and make a pump spray mix. Get out this hard stuff. See that right there? That stuff there? At 1 or 2%, don't budge that. The easy stuff, or what we want to consider easy, with the 1 and 2% mix stuff, we got it. Mo Flo with the slap. Okay, that's good. We're gonna make a pump spray mix, 8 or 9%. Treat that, these little areas inside the fence. I'll be right back with you. Back a little bit. To the left a little piece. Circle it done. Back next. Then rinse it. Got the back next on this. Pump for action. Then we just went area. Hold it like this. Remember, not heavily on your post. Gotta roll that anyway. Rely heavily on the post. Rely like this before you get from here. Put it out the door. Hold it back. Okay guys, wrapped up here. Ran out of battery. It was raining on our parade anyway. This is the driveway. Just been post treated again. The rain got me the first time with the post treatment, so we're coming back over it again with a little more. It's clearing up real good. Everything is looking nice. Walkway right here. I just post treated it again because the rain came, but we got most of those mud daubers out around the entranceway. That was an important thing. Now let's go around to the fence. As you can see, this side wasn't that bad. It was the inside of it that was bad, but it's clean now. So let's go back into the inside of here. Right over there by the bush was bad. Not anymore. We're at the long fence that way, all nice and cleaned up, but back here was heavy. But not anymore. You know, these vinyl fences, sometimes you got to throw that volcano lava on them. Some hot lava. That one in particular. We went like 8-9%. Still, that was 3 treatments. 3 treatments on this bad boy. But we are happy to report that it's passable now. She was orange. Now she's back white. Over here, same thing. Nice and clean again. That wall and the windows was mildewed. Went ahead and did that for them. Complimentary. Let's comp that. We comp it, because we may be coming back for roof cleaning. This outside of the gate is nice. It was dirty to the bottom. That window ledge right there, I had showed you a close-up on it before. Now she's back. She was algae ridden along with this wall. We all packed up and stacked up. That was the 2 for the day. We are done. It's Thursday, the 18th. I'll drop this one right here for you guys on Friday, on the 19th. Anyway, until the next time, guys. Peace.